All right, so we're doing, we're picking up our U-Haul. Yeah, well, U-Haul, one of these pack boxes, U-Pack, or I don't even know what it's called. So I figured we'd do a little bit of almost like a review of it, because I know a lot of you out there will probably be moving at some point, and you're wondering if this is kind of a good idea, or something that you should possibly invest in. So we're going to show it to you and give you our overall experiences dealing with U-Haul, at least our location. All right, coming up. All right, so we are in the car bright and early, and what is it called? It's a U-Box. So we got a U-Box because it was probably one of the best deals, I guess, for pricing that you could kind of get.
Yeah, because we only needed it to really move stuff out while we were staging the house, because
we had no room for it.
Yeah, like it wasn't like we needed it to store until we moved.
Right.
It was just a temporary thing. They were the best price. Seemed like.
Yeah, even with us having to rent a truck basically twice.
Right.
So good price. And the truck, I have to say, like we've got their Ford 150, which is kind of their starting point, and like at least the one we had looked like it was like brand new.
Yeah, it was nice.
So it was a nice truck, but there's a few things in regards to the U-Box itself. I think for anybody that's looking at getting something like this for like storage that you're going to use to put like in your driveway.
Yeah, so they have different options. They can deliver a U-Box to you, so you can store it like the pods or those other boxes that you've seen, or that you can pick it up like we are on a trailer and store it at their facility.
Right.
Or they could also deliver it to you. You fill it up, they come pick it up and take it away. But if it was cheaper, you save the delivery costs to pick it up yourself.
Right. All right, so that's what we're doing. We're going to go get our U-Box, and we'll let you know our thoughts, because our location, just so you guys know, not that I necessarily want to disclose the location we're going to, but our location that we have done all this through in Ottawa has been far from stellar.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been. I don't know how you could actually have a worse experience. Really.
Yeah.
You know, it's.
Well, we'll see.
we'll see come this morning, because, well, we'll talk about it as we go, because maybe they'll surprise us. Maybe they'll surprise us this morning. I'm not hopeful in that at all.
No.
No. Okay. We'll see you when we get to U-Haul. All right. Well, let's see. Do we see anything? Well, can't see anything. There's just way too many trucks. I don't think I've ever seen this many trucks at U-Haul.
No.
So I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Watch this guy park right here. All right, so what are your thoughts? What do you think?
It's really busy and they're not going to be ready.
No, not going to be ready. All right, well, we're going to go in, and I'm guessing we'll be disappointed. Yeah. All right, so I just did a walk over here to see if I can see anything, because this is usually where it would be if it was ready. It's got a crazy lineup. We're not getting in or out of here in the next even hour, I would say. And there's one F-150. It's like the only one here that I can see, and it's got a trailer hooked into it, not even our stuff. So I'm thinking we're going to be highly disappointed. All right. And the worstness of U-Haul continues. Absolutely continues. So we, like I said, I don't know, did we say before what we had experienced up to this point?
No.
So this location's phones don't work. They haven't worked for I don't even know how long. but you can't phone them to say we need to come pick up our U-Box, because you're supposed to call them a couple days in advance so they can get it ready for you.
Yeah.
Which we tried repeatedly, and of course, it just says, "Oh, we're experiencing issues." Cool. Try back later. Well, later never happens, and even up to today, it's still a problem.
You're open. U-Haul is an essential service provider and part of the community's critical infrastructure ready to meet your needs.
I'm sorry. We are experiencing difficulties. Please call back at a later time. Goodbye.
So we drove here, actually 2 days ago, to physically come here and say, we're coming here Sunday morning. Well, the plan was actually, I guess it would have been, Sunday morning.
Yeah.
Right? To pick up our U-Box. Yep. We'll schedule you the truck. We'll schedule you everything that you need to get your U-Box. 9 o'clock. I'm like, and it'll be ready. Yep. It'll be ready. Cool. So as you saw, we got here just after 9. Lineup was nuts. And 9:15, we're still standing in line. I went to the back just to walk to see if I could see a truck and a U-Box sitting there ready, because that would speed things up. And nothing. Didn't see anything. And then I came back, got in line with Mary, and of course, I was like, nothing's going to be ready. Nothing's going to be ready. That's what I was thinking. Nothing's going to be ready.
Well, and when we go up to the counter and I'm like, we're here to pick up our U-Box. Oh, you. Yeah. So basically, not ready. Okay, which I expected. I was ready for not ready. But now they're like, we don't even have a trailer to put your U-Box on, so come back tomorrow. Tomorrow is Monday and we work. Tomorrow's Monday and we work. And they're like, not my issue. Oh, I see. So what is the point of making a reservation to have this available to pick up today?
Yeah. Well,
I guess somebody decided to keep it longer or something, which not my problem.
Not my problem. And I said, well, where was our phone call to tell us that not to bother coming? And she's like, well, we only knew just a little while ago. I'm like, so there should be a missed call on my phone from just a little while ago when you guys realized that the trailer wouldn't be here to say, don't bother coming in because your stuff's not going to be ready. So she's like, again, just no support, no, I'm sorry, let's see what we can do to try to get this to be right, anything. She was just like, yeah, next customer. I'm like, wow. So we phoned the manager and I let her know how upset I was. And as kind as I could be. And we're expecting her phone call back because they have a U-Box here on a trailer that's like a display unit. She's like, well, we'll just put your U-Box on that trailer. And I'm like, so why couldn't, I'm trying to be nice, the idiots inside figure that out?
Well, that is what a manager is supposed to do, I guess.
Well, a manager should give your staff empowerment to make those decisions.
True.
Right? I remember wherever I worked. Yeah, or she should have called the manager and said, hey, this was our screw up. Yeah. How do we make this right? Yeah. Not you guys deal with it.
Yeah, or should have had a plan in place for when they knew we'd show up to pick it up.
Yeah, they've known. Right?
Not, can you do it another day?
So I basically laid into the manager pretty hard because this whole thing, dealing with U-Haul, you know what? If you want to come in here and pick up a trailer that's in stock, usually it's not that bad an experience because they can't really screw it up. Really, if they have it in stock or have it here ready, it's fine.
But when we picked this up, we booked it for a time. It was not ready. It wasn't even close to being ready.
No.
And we came early, hoping that would give them a bit of early time.
Yeah, and if we could get out of here early, that would be good.
Yeah, but at least by noon, when we had our time booked, it'd be ready to go. It was 12:50 when we were leaving.
Yeah.
And
right now, when we're in the car waiting for her to phone us back, our booking was, again, 50 minutes ago, because it's 9:50 right now.
Yeah.
So we're waiting. We're waiting. Supposedly, the U-Box is still sitting out there.
And she told me on the phone that 15 minutes from now, we'd be ready to go. 15 minutes. And I was in my head being like, there is not a chance in hell that you can do this in 15 minutes. They couldn't even load a trailer, let alone get our other trailer out of storage.
They have to find the U-Box in storage because they didn't do that ahead of time, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Get it down with a forklift, bring it out here, take that one off a trailer, put that one on the trailer, hook it up to a truck.
Do all the paperwork.
Yeah.
All in 15 minutes.
Now we're an hour into our 4-hour rental.
Yeah. All right. To be continued. Stay tuned.
All right, so we got it. And even though we were told about 15 minutes and it would be ready, which we
never believed.
No, because we knew there's no way to hook up a trailer, bring it out of storage and hook up a trailer in 15 minutes, let alone unhook a trailer, then move the truck, then unpack it. So it's been an hour. It's been an hour since.
Which is what I would have guessed.
Yeah, so we talked about this while we were waiting. You really do need to understand that it's way better to, or is it
under promise,
over deliver. Yeah.
Rather than over promise and under deliver. Both of us have worked in customer service a lot, and that's just like one.
Yeah, rule number one. You just don't say, "Oh, it'll be ready in 2 minutes," and then
unless
an hour
you know
later.
for 100% sure that it's going to be ready in 2 minutes, you don't say that.
Even then, you don't, because there's no way to be 100% guaranteed that something couldn't come up.
And it's always better to say, "Oh, it'll be a half an hour," when you know it's going to be 2 minutes, and then you'd be like, "Oh, we've got it ready for you.
Yeah.
Isn't this wonderful?"
Look how fast we got everything moving so quick for you guys.
But no, 15 minutes and an hour. Do you think someone who's already mad is going to be less mad or more mad?
Yeah, that's right. As I sit in my
car fuming
for an hour, fuming, being like, so 15 minutes, half an hour, 45 minutes, an hour.
Yeah. Anyway, the manager was helpful.
Yes.
And she treated us respectfully and sympathetically, which is what you should do.
Which is what
but
their
she
staff
needs to
should
do
be.
Some training with her staff.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing more infuriating when they've screwed something up and the staff is like,
don't care.
Call my manager.
Yeah, I'm not going to deal with it.
Yeah, no. My blood goes from slightly boiling to,
all the boiling.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you need to be trained when you're in customer service. When you're the face of a company, you're the front line. You need to understand and be able to embrace empathy to such a high level.
Yeah.
If you can't
do that, even if like you have to swallow your own vomit to do it sometimes.
Yeah.
You have to do it.
Yeah, for sure. Like there's lots of times when I was in sales that I was just like, oh, and I understand having to swallow your own vomit when you're not at fault.
Right.
But when your company is 100% at fault,
yeah,
then you need to bend over backwards as much as you can.
Yeah.
And as much as I was very happy that, I don't even see very happy, I was okay with the way the manager, content with the way the manager at least got everything working for us.
Up with solution.
Yeah. This should be given. The staff on the front line needs to have the power to be able to make those decisions.
Or she should have gotten on the phone with her manager to work through the problem for us. Not us calling and complaining.
That's right. She should have been like, hold on, I'm going to get the manager on the phone and we'll figure this out.
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with this, you figure it out. Yeah. So anyways, long story, we're driving home right now and
we'll probably never rent from you.
We will. Again. Mary keeps saying we will probably. I keep saying never again. I'm going to buy a trailer. I'm going to buy a trailer because at least at that point, anything is my own issue. I don't have to deal with it. If I want to hook the trailer up and have it something for 9 o'clock in the morning, it'll be ready at 9 o'clock in the morning.
I get that.
Yeah. So, no, never again. For all you U-Haul people out there that want to, and I guarantee you that U-Haul somebody at U-Haul is watching this.
Yeah.
Guaranteed, because I'm going to tag the hell out of it for U-Haul.
I hope you guys realize you need to up your game, something fierce. Because right now, you suck.
How about getting your phone lines working?
Well, how about
That's
getting
like
your phone lines working?
Step one.
Yeah. How about having an online service that actually makes sense?
Yeah.
Not, hey, pre-order all this stuff, and then when you get to the store, it either is wrong or it didn't matter.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we're gonna stop this part. We're gonna do our drop off and take this back, and then you'll see us when we've finished returning all this, and see if we have any difference of opinion. Spoiler: no, not at all. All right, I gotta pay attention to driving.
Yes.
So we're back. We've unloaded. All that went successfully. Yeah, that's talking now.
I didn't realize.
It's okay. All that went successfully because that was us.
That was all on us.
That was all on us. So, as far as the storage size of the U-Box, I think it's actually good. That's decent. Build construction of the U-Box, not great.
Yeah. It served its purpose.
It served its purpose, but because it's just like
Plywood.
even opening the door, like you can tell, like the hinges and that are settling a bit more, and you really gotta kind of work to get it out, right? Because it's funny because when we were waiting, which was supposed to take 15 minutes, and again we're waiting now that we're bringing it back, but she was like, "Oh, it's going to take a little longer," when she texts us back, because we have to put a tarp on it because there's a chance of rain. But there's always a tarp on it. If you look behind us, or even in the photos and video I'll put up right here, that little U-Haul tarp is always there. The box is just a wooden box without the tarp.
Yeah.
So that's not something that is an added thing. She was just trying to make an excuse for why it was taking so long.
Yeah, but my assumption would be when they store them, they probably don't have the tarp on them.
No, I agreed.
But it just is a normal thing.
But for her to say, well, it's going to take a little longer because it looks like it may rain, which, as you can tell, it's bright and sunny outside, no rain, and no rain in the forecast. For her to say that's the reason, is because they have to put a tarp on. There's never not one with a tarp on it when it's in transport.
Yeah.
And whoever put the tarp on, the tarp wasn't even fastened in half the places. I had to go around and refasten it all. Like, if you're traveling on the highway, this thing could have blew right off.
Yeah.
So that whole experience really, like, it's a bit of an issue, I would think. And I was talking to you about this the other day. I'm like, because you can get these and store these in your driveway, you know, there's other companies like Pods and things like that. And we had another company when we were doing some renovation in our house. And it's a nice big, like, it feels secure.
Yeah, it's like a metal sea can.
Right. Like, it comes in and you're like, nobody's breaking into this. This, because it's plywood, honestly, an axe is you're going to get through that door. Doesn't matter what kind of lock on it.
Yeah, it's got a big hinge with, you can lock it, but...
Great, but a hatchet will break through this, like, in 5 minutes. You just peel that lock right off the side of the wood.
Yeah.
And if it caught on fire, because it's wood, it's okay, I think, if you're going to get it and move it here into storage.
Yeah.
For long periods. But that's about it. If you got the budget to get something else.
Yeah, for a little bit more, you can rent a pod, like the metal ones, and they'll even store it at their facility too.
Yeah.
The delivery charges are a little more, but
I bet you they're on time.
it's probably much better to deal with.
Yeah, I probably would. If I had to do this again, I'd get a pod. Or
we're never moving.
Never moving again. So our new house, which you guys will see soon. Well, not too soon.
We still have a month or so. 2 months. Month and a half.
Month and a half, and then 2 weeks of quarantine.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Right. So you'll see it in about 2 months. Yeah. All right, guys. Hopefully there's no more of this video, and us returning the truck goes by smoothly. That's the hope. And we'll see you guys next video. Hopefully in a better frame of mind with better experiences.
Yes.
Yes. All right. U-Haul, you suck.
Bye.